my name is Kelsey, and this is my collage bag. So I have a number of things on the outside and a few things on the inside, but I want to start with the bag itself. So as you can see, this is a Disney bag. It's got Mickey Mouse on one side and then Minnie Mouse on the other. And Disney is a really big part of my life that pretty much everybody knows about. You can probably tell from the posters behind me as well. And it was a really big part of my life because, especially when I was in graduate school, I lived down in Long Beach, about 30 minutes away from Disneyland, and I would go there all the time to escape from my reality, and it really became my place of sanity, and it became a really important part of my life, and so that's why I chose the bag that I did. First item on the outside of my bag is my Hufflepuff tie. Another part of my identity that I will gladly share with anybody is the fact that I am a big Harry Potter fan and that I am a Hufflepuff. But when I first took the sorting quiz and got put into Hufflepuff, I was actually really disappointed that I wasn't in one of the cool houses like Gryffindor or Ravenclaw. But I have grown to really love being a Hufflepuff, and I think that it really does fit who I am, so that's another part of my identity that I proudly share. Another part of me that I share with everyone, and you'll never get me to stop talking about it if you ask me about it, but I listen to a lot of podcasts, so I have my AirPods on the outside of my bag here, and I am constantly listening to podcasts when I work out or when I'm commuting. I'm listening to podcasts, and I've been listening to podcasts for about 15 years now, so I have been listening to them for a long time, and I hardly ever even listen to music anymore. But I really enjoy podcasts. They're entertaining, they teach me new things every day, and so I really enjoy listening to my podcasts every day. And the last thing on the outside of my bag, another huge part of my identity, is my identity as a teacher. Again, something that I tend to share rather freely with most folks. And that is represented by my purple pen here. When I teach in person, I grade with this purple pen. And the story behind this is that when I was in 8th grade, my teacher always graded our papers with a purple pen. And she said that it was because comments that were written in purple ink as opposed to red ink were seen as more constructive. Red comments were always seen as really negative and destructive, and that's just something that I really have carried with me over the course of the last several years, and now I always try to grade my students' papers in purple ink. So moving on to the inside of my bag now. The first thing in here that I don't tend to share outside of my close friends is that I do play quite a bit of video games, and I have here a sticker from Animal Crossing. This is Tom Nook. He is one of the characters in Animal Crossing, and I have poured an obscene amount of hours into this video game during quarantine, and I just absolutely love this game. It's a great little escape, and I really enjoy playing video games on my Switch. Another part of my identity that I don't tend to share too frequently is this makeup brush. And I wear makeup because I like to wear makeup. I think that it's fun to wear makeup, but I also wear makeup because for a lot of years I was very insecure with my skin. I had really bad acne for a long time, longer than you would think. And makeup became a really good way for me to hide those insecurities, quite literally. And it's gotten better now, thankfully, but I do still have some of those insecurities. And so I still wear makeup whenever I am teaching, for example. But I also just really love to do my makeup. I love to play with different colors and that sort of thing. And then the final thing inside of my bag here is a pencil sharpener, and this one is a bit more metaphorical than the others because I feel like I always need to be sharpening myself and making myself better. So I am always taking advantage of professional development opportunities to make myself a better teacher. I am always listening to podcasts to make myself both a better teacher as well as a better human, trying to gain as many perspectives as I possibly can, and just always trying to make myself better and sharpening myself. So that's why I have the pencil sharpener in my bag. And so that is me.